Women get in this duality zone because when they're ovulating and when they're not ovulating, they like very different qualities in you. They don't want multiple men. They want you to be two different men. I've done a lot of stand up about this. When they're ovulating, they want you to take charge. They want you to be dominant. They want you to, be strong, almost aggressive. When they're not ovulating, they want you to be their friend, their partner, someone who listens to them. Like, completely different qualities in you. And so when you understand that, they don't even appear crazy. Like when they're ovulating, their body wants very strong genes. They want a man that will make a baby that doesn't die from sickness and can be strong, that'll live. They don't want a weak emotional man to impregnate them because then they'll have weaker offspring. But once they're pregnant and once they're not ovulating, they don't want the man to kill them. They don't want the man to bring home a bunch of girls to have threesomes with. They want a man that can be supportive and loving to them. So, a lot of these female romance movies, you have the duality. You have the vampire and the werewolf. It's just constant. Like in what was that movie with Ryan Reynolds with the Notebook and all that? You always have like the fighter and the dreamer, the mechanic and the professor, the shirtless werewolf in the woods, and then the soft-spoken emo vampire. But they want it. They want both of those men in you, though. They don't want double men. They don't. They want you to have both of those qualities under control, so that when they need a man, you're a man. And when they need a friend, you're a friend. And if you have control over yourself, you can deliver that very easily. But like when it's like, but Betsy, it's like, well, where do you want to go to eat? It's like, well, you choose. It's like, no, you choose, Betsy. It's like, well, just pick a place. It's like, but Betsy, usually you require so much for food that I'd rather have you. It's like, just pick a place, be a man and fuck me, And then 3 days later, she's like, well, I'm really feeling cashews. And you're like, but I thought I was supposed to pick that. I just picked the place. It's like, Betsy. And it makes complete biological sense. Complete. When they're ovulating, they want dominance. When they're not, they don't. That's it. And why wouldn't they? They want their kids to survive and they don't want to be raped and murdered. And when you understand it, you just don't get the resentment against women like these MGTOW guys. It's like they never know what they want. One day they want me to pick the place to eat. One day they want me to bang them hard from behind. And the next day they want to just make out and I'm like, yeah, completely different biological needs depending on the 28-day cycle, which oddly matches the moon that we never went to. And that's reality. That's the nature of women. You can fight against it. You can try and make women men all you want. They're not.